Syrian warplanes bombed a building in a Damascus suburb on Saturday, killing at least 8 people in the first airstrike since an internationally mediated ceasefire went into effect, activists said. The attack came a day after car bombs and clashes left 151 dead, according to activist tallies, leaving the 4-day truce that began Friday at the start of a major Muslim holiday in tatters. The rapid unraveling of the effort to achieve even the temporary peace marked the latest setback to ending Syria's civil war through diplomacy after months of failed efforts. Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said 8 people were killed and many others wounded in the airstrike in Arbain, a suburb of the capital. The area also has witnessed heavy clashes and intense shelling. An amateur video posted by activists online showed a building that was turned into a pile of rubble said to be from the airstrike. A lifeless hand stuck out from the debris. The videos appeared consistent with AP's reporting in the area. In the north, rebels and Kurdish neighborhood guards fought a rare battle late Friday in Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The embattled city of Aleppo that left 30 people dead, activists said. In all, 151 people were reported killed on Friday, including 11 in the car bomb in a residential area of Damascus, on par with the daily death tolls preceding the ceasefire. Shelling and clashes resumed Saturday nationwide. The car bomb parked behind an Syrian church near a military police compound and a military court went off Saturday killing 5 people in the eastern city of Deir el-Zur, according to the observatory. Military forces that rushed to the site to Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The blast then came under rebel fire, and 3 soldiers were killed, it said. State-run TV denied the blast caused any casualties. Nobody claimed responsibility, but the attack was similar to those staged in the past by a radical Islamic group fighting on the rebel side, Jabhat al-Nusra, which has rejected the ceasefire outright. The observatory also said 30 rebels and Kurdish gunmen were killed in clashes that broke out in Aleppo's predominantly Kurdish neighborhood of Ashrafi late Friday. A Kurdish official put the death toll at 10 Kurds, but had Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. No figures for the rebels. Rebels made the push Thursday into largely Kurdish and Christian areas that had been relatively quiet during the 3-month battle for Syria's largest city. Kurds say the rebels had pledged to stay out of their neighborhoods. Kurdish groups have for the most part tried to steer the middle course in the conflict between the rebels and the regime of President Bashar Assad. Mohsin Shekarli, head of the Kurdish Yekati Party, said the clashes broke out after rebels entered Ashrafi, violating the gentleman's agreement not to Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Go into Kurdish areas in Aleppo. He said 100,000 Kurds live in Ashrafi and many in the nearby Sheikh Maksud area. Shekarli said tens of thousands of Arabs have also fled to these areas to escape the violence in other parts of Aleppo. The observatory said the clashes led to a wave of kidnappings between the two groups, but did not provide further details. Pro-government news websites also reported the clashes. Kurds are the largest ethnic minority in Syria, making up around 10% to 15% of the country's Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. 23 million people. After the anti-government uprising began in March last year, both the Syrian government and opposition forces began reaching out to the long marginalized minority whose support could tip the balance in the conflict. Kurds have long complained of neglect and discrimination. But they are also leery of how they would fare in a Syria dominated by the large Sunni Arab rebel movement in other violence. The observatory and the local coordination committees also reported shelling and shooting Saturday in Aleppo and Daraa to the south. Syria Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Mediator Lakhdar Brahimi, the U.N. Arab League envoy, had mediated the 4-day ceasefire that began Friday to mark the Muslim feast of Eid al-Adha. The ceasefire collapsed nearly 3 hours after it went into effect, said Rami Abdul Rahman, who heads the observatory. In Lebanon, the leading LBC TV said Lebanese journalist Fida Idani, one of its employees covering Syria's civil war, was detained by the rebels and is being held in the town of Azaz near the Turkish border. The station quoted a local rebel leader in Azaz, Abu Ibrahim, as saying Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. That rebels suspected Idani after he filmed many videos of rebels' operations in Aleppo. Idani's Lebanese cell phone was closed when the Associated Press tried to reach him. The area also was the site of the May kidnapping of 11 Shiite Lebanese pilgrims who were on their way home from Iran to have been released, while rebels say they will hold the others until Sheikh Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of Lebanon's militant Hezbollah group, apologizes from the Syrian people for supporting Assad.